teenagers are expected in court this afternoon. They are charged with intentionally setting fires near and inside Mount Tabor Park in southeast Portland. The arrests were made this weekend, and Portland Fire and Rescue says it had help in tracking down the suspects from members of the community. Fox 12's Marilyn Deutsch reports from Mount Tabor Park.
Portland Fire and Rescue says at least 36 fires were set near Mount Tabor Park.
And PF&R says some fires were also set inside the park, predominantly on the north and southwest edges. There's no cost estimate for this, but Portland Fire says there was damage to brush, ground cover, and even to some trees. Disturbing for park neighbors. The threat of wildfire was bad this past weekend with the high winds, but really it has been a danger our entire long, hot summer. And this is a jewel of a city park.
Yeah, it's really sad. This is definitely a treasured place for us in our community. We bring our kids here, we walk here, we hang out here, and so it's been kind of alarming and scary and sad over the last several days, as this has been a conversation our whole community has been having about this.
The suspects, all 18 years old, have been identified as Wayne Shen, Malik Mateo Jerez, and Samuel Perkins. Each is charged with 9 counts of arson. This is a park used daily by hikers, runners, bicyclists, and picnickers from the neighborhood and beyond. Even before the arson, some park users were worried about the possibility of fire in the park.
I'm a daily runner at Mount Tabor, and I started noticing a few months ago these massive piles of wood that just look like a bonfire waiting to happen.
In the park?
They were in the park. There's a handful of them. One was especially big, and I couldn't think of any good reason for these to be here.
Audrey Goldfarb, through her YouTube channel, was so concerned about the potential for fire that earlier this summer she went to social media for help.
I really just did everything I could to make noise, and finally just got my own friends to come physically help take apart the piles ourselves.
With the help of a chainsaw, Audrey and friends did remove a wood pile. Portland Parks, by the way, says you are not allowed to bring chainsaws into city parks. For its part, Portland Fire says it does not believe those wood piles are related to the arson fires, saying they were actually part of park maintenance. But Audrey thinks that's too coincidental and believes the piles could have been used to start fires. She thinks since she removed them, the arsonists might have looked for other ways to set fires. Whatever the case, she's glad there have been arrests.
It's very uplifting. It's such a good feeling to be able to have a goal that is too big for me to do by myself, and just have a bunch of people who I don't even know come together. And I mean, we even got the guys. It's a good feeling.
In addition to thanking fire investigators, Portland's fire chief thanked both Portland Parks and concerned citizens for their help in reporting the fires and finding the suspects.
The 3 suspects are being held without bail. In southeast Portland, Marilyn Deutsch, Fox 12 Oregon.